Yeah, so hello everyone, welcome back to our aptitude sessions. So our topic for today is analogy, and we are directly moving on to it. It's still a pretty easier topic, I can say. So what exactly is analogy? It is nothing but correspondence or similarity or some kind of relationship. Do not mistake similarity to be always as synonyms. It could be a word and its antonym. So similarity here is nothing but the kind of relationship that exists between the given words or given pair of words. Or sometimes not just pair, it could be three words or so on. It all depends. So here, a particular relationship is given. Similar relationship has to be identified. It could be either finding out a new relationship of the kind, or for the given word, which word fits into the relationship from the given options. It could be that way, or it could directly be the kind of relationship what it has. The relationship itself will come as one of your options. It could be in many ways. Another interesting way is on the series pattern. That is pattern of words or pattern of numbers that come. Probably a number and its square, or a number and its square root, cube root, or maybe any other such sort of things. This comes with both the things, that is number as well as alphabet. These two things will be dealing in depth when it comes to the topic called series. So here we'll not be touching those two topics. For the reason there are a couple of tests and things to be performed. So if you have to understand all of these, you'll have to start from the beginning of series. So for that, today we'll just be covering the other parts of analogy. While we are doing series, we will definitely be covering these as well. These are anyway a sub-part of series. So we'll be getting in there. And another topic known as alphabet quibble. That is also kind of alphabet puzzle, but that is more of a series-based puzzle again. So that also we'll be doing as a continuation of series topic. Okay, so for today it is analogy. And the key or the catch here is to express the relationship, as I told you, between the given words. Sometimes it is pair of words, or sometimes it is three words, four words, or whatever. But whatever the relationship it holds in between, that has to be identified correctly. Okay. And there are types of analogy questions. One is completing the pair, the other is choosing the pair, detecting analogies, three-word analogy, number analogy, alphabet analogy. Okay, so the last two, that is number and alphabet, we'll be dealing under series. So moving on to completing the analogous pair. So here what they give you is one pair of word, and the next pair you have to identify. So you have to figure out the relationship between the first two words. Or sometimes the first two words, one is given, the other is not given. The third and fourth is given. So whichever two consecutive words are given, start figuring out the relationship. And how do you segregate? The word by its colon and the next word. These two, that is, which is words which are separated by just single colon, will have some relationship between them. The set which is separated by two pair of colon, that is four dots, they will be two different set of pairs, or whatever you can call it, probably triplets or whatever, which has the similar or common relationship between them. The relationship background will be the same. So, for example, if you're talking about a worker and place of work, the other set also should be something like that, a worker and its place of work only. It cannot go to something else, such as worker and tool cannot come into picture. Okay, so yeah, this golden rule is throughout your complete analogy, any topic that comes under analogy. So let's take up the first question. Doctor is to nurse, then what is to follower?
Leader.
Leader,
Correct. And why leader?
because
Because
as
an
nurse
employee
follows
can't
doctor,
get a follower.
follower also follow the leader.
Okay, so another person wanted to answer. You're right, Kush.
Same answer.
Right. So doctor gives the instructions and nurse follows the same. So follower will follow the instructions given by his or her leader. So option B, leader, is the correct answer. Okay, is this fine with everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you guys have noted it down?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Then we'll move to the next one. Okay, the second type is choosing the analogous pair. So here, one pair is given, the other pair itself you will have to choose. Again, the background of relationship will be the same or it will remain common. That background of relationship will not change no matter what. Okay, so the example is sink is to flow. So
Is
you
it
guys,
gentle is to
I
harsh?
guess
Gentle,
gentle,
harsh.
yes, it is gentle is to harsh, but why so?
because sink and flow the
Okay,
opposite words. So gentle and harsh are also two opposite words.
correct. So yeah, that's the correct answer. Brim and edge both mean the same. Mend and repair both mean the same. Solicit or request both mean the same. Blend and mix also means the same. So the only option left as antonyms or opposites are gentle and harsh. Okay, so done with this question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
we'll move
ma'am.
to the next one.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the third type is detecting the analogies. So here, as I told you, you're given few words. Okay, so here notice it is not pair, it is a triplet. You're given three words. And you'll have to identify the relationship that these three words hold. Okay, so the question is judo, karate, and taekwondo. So what could be the answer? I think it's pretty evident
Maybe
here.
A. Maybe A.
It is A. The answer is A.
Yes.
Because all three are nothing but forms of martial arts. So they are nothing but names of martial arts.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we'll move to the next question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the last category for today, I believe. Yeah, the last category for today. So there's
Cow,
something.
milk, curd.
Okay, let me come to what three-word analogy actually means. Okay, so this three-word analogy is you're given three words and they have something in background to them. And they are in a way related, but you should find out how exactly they are related. And here, yes, this is a little confusing, but no, B is not the correct answer.
Table, chair, wood.
No.
Is it orange
Orange,
banana
banana,
juice?
banana
The
juice.
only option left after that is orange banana and juice. Okay. Yeah,
Told
but
it
tell me,
through
each one of
logic.
you tell me why you found cow milk curd or table chair wood and orange banana and juice. Why? Why any of these?
I think it's orange banana and juice because in the question, like in the question given, it is given as pen, pencil, ink. Pen and ink are connected. There is ink in pen. So the same way orange and juice are connected here. And pencil is a separate thing. The same thing goes with but
Okay.
as you said, pen, pencil, ink all are used while you're writing something. And orange banana juice all are like something related to fruit.
Okay, that was excellent, Nandini. The answer is actually correct, and your explanation was also correct. But one thing is, pencil is not related to this, is completely wrong. It is some way related to one of the words at least. Pen and pencil are nothing but stationaries. They come into the same group. Similarly, as orange and banana, they come into the same group. But pen has ink. Pencil does not have ink. It has graphite, if you're aware. So orange has juice in it naturally. You don't have to, add some water content in it to extract the, elements from that. But in case of banana, it is not like that. But banana and orange come into the same category. Whereas from banana, you can't directly get the juice. You will have to add some water content or maybe milk content or whatever, some liquid content to get it. Okay, so how was it cow milk and curd, Kusum?
Ma'am, I thought that we use ink in pen. So curd is made from cow. So I thought in that angle.
Okay. Curd is made from cow.
Sorry. Curd is made from milk. So I thought
Right.
ink is used in pen. So I just thought, but it was wrong.
Here, what you have to notice, or where exactly you went wrong here, is the first word pen and the last word ink. These two are related. But the last word ink and the second word pencil are not related. But what is the option given here? Cow and curd is first and third. How can they have a direct relationship without milk coming into picture? And milk and curd, that is second and third word, have a direct relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
That is again define the question.
Hmm.
Yeah, so coming to Sahana, how did you find table, chair, and wood?
Ma'am, I thought table and chair are made from wood, right? So in that way, I told that.
Oh, you took pen and pencil are made from ink.
I didn't see that first one actually. I missed that logic, the first one.
So without seeing the question, you went to the options, Sahana.
Ma'am, because pen, pencil, ink, three are stationary, and when it comes to table, chair, and wood, three are also made.
Correct. Three are stationary. All three are stationary, is right. Table, chair, and wood, all are wood products. All can be wood products,
Yeah.
right? Cow milk and curd, they can also be dairy products or used in dairy. Orange, banana, and juice can be something that is used from the fruit category. So how will you say one of this should be the correct answer? Okay, so you got where exactly you went wrong?
Ma'am, I have a doubt. How can we
Yes,
exactly
ma'am.
identify what is the trend given in the question?
Give another example,
Because it is
ma'am.
quite confusing.
Yes, it is quite confusing. That is the whole. I actually thought of changing this question into an easier one for today's session. But then I thought, no, at least, no, you will not do well in your weekly exams then. So I didn't want that to happen. That is why I put this question. How will you find out? The key is your question. Your question is like the boss. Okay. That cannot change. That pattern cannot change. Whatever you're getting from that, it should continue in the same pattern. As I told you, pen and ink, first and third word are having a direct relationship. Okay. And second and third word does not have a direct relationship. It's almost as no
Yes, ma'am.
relationship. Maybe you can say, graphites, you get colored graphites. Probably they are using dyes to do it. So dye is a part of ink, but still it is again an indirect relationship. But any pen you take mandatory, you should have some form of ink, some sort of ink in it. Okay. So same way, you just take table, chair, and wood. Take every option once you figure this out from the question. So the first option is table, chair, and wood. Here, what do you have? First and third word has a direct relationship. Agreed. But second and third also has a direct relationship, which is against the question. The question
Yes,
says
ma'am.
second and third should not have a direct relationship at least. Okay, so that is again ruled out. What is the next option you have? Option B, cow milk and curd. First and third, cow and curd does not have a direct relationship. Milk has to come. Cow can only give milk. Okay, it is that cow's milk that we take and form curds. Okay, so yeah, there are, of course, you have goat milk, you have donkey milk if you're not aware. Yes, all these milk are available, but yeah, again, from milk, yeah, yes, Sana, I mean, donkey milk is also available. You haven't heard?
I
Okay.
heard of donkey milk.
Mm. No, it is a costliest milk if you're not aware, donkey's milk. In fact, it's an interesting fact to say that Queen Victoria, if you're not aware, I don't remember which one among them, one of the Queen, Victoria, she used to take bath in donkey's milk. And she used to say that is the secret of my beauty. Because that is the nutritional value of donkey's milk. And yeah, we call it the laziest animal though. But on some end, it has some value at least. So yeah, so again, milk has to come. Only through milk you can get curds. Directly from the animal or from the source, you're not getting curds. So again, first and third word, there is no direct relationship. And funnily, second and third, milk and curd has direct relationship. The next stage of milk is curd, if you convert it. So that is again against the question. Both the ways it is against the question. So option B is ruled out. The only option left after that is option C. So orange, banana, and juice. Again, orange, directly you can get the juice. Again, it's a direct relationship. You just squeeze orange, you get. But you squeeze banana, you will get banana paste, but not banana juice. So so the second and third word in option C does not have a direct relationship, whereas the first and third has the direct relationship. Now this is
Ma'am,
the same pattern. Yeah.
like for every question, the relation between the words changes now. Like now it is for the first and the last word. And for the other question, it might be first and the second word, right? Or
Yes.
it is the same pattern.
No, the patterns can also change, but you will have to
Yes, ma'am.
figure out the pattern. So
Okay.
that is the first thing when it comes to analogy, to study the question thoroughly and figure out the pattern. Once you figure out the pattern, then check for the options, which option fits correctly. So if, for
Yes, ma'am.
example, for some reason, okay, here it is at least a confusing example sometimes, but otherwise, most of the easy questions that you find are, what to say, you will get directly, you will find, if you have figured the wrong pattern, the options don't fit into the pattern. So only thing what you have to do is look for these kind of confusing questions. Okay, because here sometimes if your pattern is wrong, you have options that actually fit into the pattern. As each one of you said, one of you told for table chairboard, one of you told for cow milk curd. You gave your own answers. It was pretty logical. I don't say no, it had logic in it. But the pattern you figured should have been correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
it's fine with you also, Kusum? Okay, Niti, how about you?
Yes, ma'am, I got it.
Okay. So there are a few things or a few ways to solve analogy questions. So there are four major topics which we will be dealing with.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
can you take some more example of this three-word analogy?
Give me some time. I will definitely give you those questions as well. But before that,
Okay.
I want you to take down the points for tomorrow's session so that we'll be taking them directly as topics. So first
Yes,
is
ma'am.
to make
Okay.
sentences more precise. The approach or how you can solve analogy questions. First thing is to make your sentence more precise. The next is only if there is a clear-cut connection, it works. Analogies work only based on clear-cut connection. Okay, and your analysis can either be forward or backward, it doesn't matter, but the connection has to come out logical. The analysis can be either forward or backward. The direction of analysis doesn't matter. It has to be logical and it has to be precise. A clear logic has to come out from it. It has to make sense. And the last thing is to check for the options or the given answer choices. Okay, so we'll be dealing with these things with examples for most of them. Yes. Only thing, check from the answer choices. It is, I don't think you need an example because almost everything that we are doing, we are checking every answer choice possible. Okay, so these things we will be doing and in the next session. And coming to, yes, check from the answer choices, I want to discuss these answers as well. I think detecting the analogy stage requirement is we got the answer as A, names of martial arts. But is stage mandatory requirement for all of these? You can perform them on stage, you can perform them off stage, you can perform them on an open ground, anywhere. So again, they have origin from Madhya Pradesh, not necessarily. For example, most of it is again foreign forms of martial arts. And coming to this question, I think I've already discussed brim and edge have the same meaning. Yeah, so it was all the same meaning. It is very evident because the given question are opposites. Only one answer was the opposite, which means the others are all synonyms. Coming here, yes. Employer is to follower. For employer cannot give instructions. They can only assign tasks. Okay, and not instructions. So they cannot. So for employee, that is the one who is working under an employer, need not follow an employer's instruction, but they need to follow the tasks or assignments given. The next thing coming to worker is to follower. Worker is somebody who's already working under someone, is taking tasks or getting tasks assigned by somebody already. So follower also means the same. It doesn't go well. The next thing is manager. Again, manager is as good as an employer again. And union. Union is a word that is no way related here. Okay, union can also mean a group of people, like a group of auto drivers union, bus drivers union. It could mean that union also. But again, they're not called as followers, they're called members of the union, or members of a particular unit, or members belonging to a particular group, identifying themselves with a particular group or whatever. So you don't call them as followers of that. So only leaders will have followers. Fine? Yeah. So coming to examples of three-word analogy, I will be posting them again in the WhatsApp window. Fine. I will do one thing. I'll try to take as many confusing ones as possible. Maybe not one or two. I'll try to give a couple of more. Okay, so that you can practice well. Fine.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
any doubts till today? Because
Yes, ma'am.
analogy part 2 will go on very quick. And once we complete analogy part 2, immediately we're starting with series. Because series is a huge topic. We have a lot to cover. Okay, so once we start series, you will meet this analogy concepts also over there. So no doubts at all?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Fine, and thank you so much for attending today's session.